From a place neither near nor far, and a time neither now nor then, comes a story. This is the story of the Ealdorlight. And it may never be told again. For he is as fleeting as the wind, and as hard to catch.
Ealdorlight is a 3D single-player role-playing game with a history and society that's different every time. It's got realistic turn-based, story-driven combat and an open quest structure. So you begin every game as a young commoner who comes of age to discover that their past is not what they thought it was, and that your true identity is completely unknown. Then immediately after that you meet this strange being, the Ealdorlight, that's not been seen for centuries, and you're invited to take the king's place. Combat is turn-based, and it has a realistic damage model built into it, so there are no hit points. You instead build up advantages and modifiers through successful moves. So for example, you may bruise someone's arm to make their sword less effective, or you might be able to stun them momentarily. So combat feels pretty desperate, pretty life or death, but in spite of that, losing often isn't fatal. Depending on who you're fighting, you may just be left for dead or captured, and you'll have to figure out how to escape. Ealdorlight explores this question: what would we have if we truly knew who we are? How could our identity affect our potential? I've combined the history generation in Soul Trader, my previous game, and linked it directly to the skills tree, so that when you discover your past, which is unknown to you at the beginning, you become more powerful. Ealdorlight's a procedurally generated game. We generate all the characters and all their backstory, along with an entire history of the world in which they live. Armour and weapons can persist throughout time, and the older a piece of equipment, the more powerful it becomes. As a player learns more about the histories of their items that they're carrying, then they become more adept at releasing their potential and become more powerful. So Ealdorlight's my second game. My first game, Soul Trader, succeeded on Kickstarter in 2015 and released last year. So Soul Trader was kickstarted right at the very end of the development cycle, so I had limited ability to make changes based on backer feedback. And that was a real shame. So this time, with Ealdorlight, I'm looking to partner with backers right from the very beginning so that we can really shape the game together. So I'd love people at this point to really catch a vision for the game and to work with me on it to make it the best game that it can be.